Right now, at this exact moment, there are 5 cars sitting on used lots across the UK and the United States. Dusty, ignored, marked down once, marked down twice, and still nobody is asking about them. Meanwhile, 3 rows over, someone is signing paperwork on a 2022 crossover with a turbocharged engine, a 10-speed transmission, and a warranty that expires right around the time the expensive problems start. I have been working on cars for 15 years. I have pulled apart engines that should have died at 80,000 miles and engines that had no business still running at 400,000. And I can tell you, with absolute certainty, that the cars nobody is buying right now are not the ones you should be avoiding. They are the ones you should be hunting. Every single car on this list is under $10,000. Every single one has been proven. Not by a marketing department, not by a sponsored review, but by real mileage, real owners, and real repair bills that never came. And the number 1 car on this list? You can find clean examples for less than people are paying for a used iPhone right now. But it will be running long after that iPhone is in a landfill. Here is what you are going to walk away with today. 5 specific cars. The exact reasons each one lasts. What to check before you buy. And the real numbers that dealers hope you never see. If you skip this video, you will keep buying what everyone else buys. And paying what everyone else pays. Stay with me. This is worth every minute. Here is something the dealership does not want you to understand. A car that never breaks down is a customer they lose forever. A car that needs a new turbo at 80,000 miles? That is a financing deal, a service appointment, and a trade-in they see coming from a mile away. Planned obsolescence is not a theory. It is a business model with a quarterly earnings report behind it. The 5 cars I am about to show you were engineered before that model took over. Built to last. Priced like nobody noticed. Let's start with number 5. Car number 5, Lexus ES300/ES330, 2002 to 2006, and I'm going to start with a question. How does a luxury sedan with leather seats, a wood-trimmed interior, and a ride smoother than most brand new cars cost less than $7,000? The answer is simple. It has the wrong badge for the wrong crowd. And that is exactly why you should be looking at it. The Lexus ES300 and ES330. Built between 2002 and 2006. Ignored at almost every used lot in the country. And underneath that understated hood sits the 1MZ FE V6. Toyota's most battle-tested engine of that entire era. No turbocharger. No direct injection carbon buildup. No cylinder deactivation system quietly failing at 100,000 miles. Just a naturally aspirated port-injected V6 that was over-engineered from a factory and understressed for its entire working life inside a comfortable family sedan. Yes, it has a timing belt. Change it at 90,000 miles. It costs about $300 at any independent shop. That is the only conversation worth having about this engine. A customer brought an ES330 into my shop 2 years ago. 267,000 miles. Original transmission. Never rebuilt, never touched. The fluid was dark. I will be honest. But the shift quality was still clean. That transmission had outlasted 3 sets of tires, 2 sets of brakes, and 1 radiator. Nothing else. Now compare that to a same-year BMW 3 Series at similar mileage. Industry data puts average repair costs on that car north of $12,000 by the time it hits 150,000 miles. The Lexus? Closer to $1,800. Before you buy one, check 3 things. Check the timing belt service history first. If it has never been done and the car is over 90,000 miles, factor $300 into your offer. Check the power steering fluid reservoir for any foaming or discoloration. Early sign of pump wear. And check the front lower control arm bushings by pushing down hard on each corner of the front bumper. Any clunking means budget $400 for bushings. If those 3 things pass, you're looking at a car that will give you another 150,000 miles without asking for much in return. And if you think that is undervalued, wait until you see car number 4. Because the Lexus is going to start looking overpriced. Car number 4. Honda Accord V6. 2003 to 2007, and this one I want you to pay close attention to. Because this is not just a good used car. This is the car that quietly ran American businesses for 2 decades, while nobody gave it a single award or a magazine cover. The Honda Accord V6. 2003 to 2007. Under $8,000 for a clean example right now. And under that bonnet sits either the J30A4 or the J35, depending on the year. Both are port-injected. Both are naturally aspirated. Both have a timing belt that needs changing at a known interval. Around 105,000 miles, roughly $400 at an independent shop. Do that one job and the rotating assembly underneath will simply refuse to die. I am not saying that to sell you something. I am saying it because of what a fleet manager in Ohio told me directly. He ran 4 of these Accords as company vehicles. All 4 crossed 300,000 miles. When I asked him what he spent keeping them on the road beyond scheduled maintenance, he pulled out a notebook. $26,000. Total. Across all 4 cars. Combined. Meanwhile, a dealership down the street had quoted him £22,000 for a single new equivalent. 1 car. And that car would have come with a turbocharged engine, a CVT transmission, and a 3-year warranty designed to expire before the problems start. The numbers are not close. They are not even in the same conversation. Now before you go searching for one, here is what to check. Pop the transmission dipstick if it is an automatic. And look carefully at the fluid. It should be clean red. If it is brown, cloudy, or smells burnt, the previous owner never serviced it and the transmission is already on borrowed time. Walk away from that one. A properly maintained Accord automatic will last as long as the engine. A neglected one will not. Also check the valve cover gaskets for any oil seeping toward the exhaust manifold. Common on higher mileage examples and a $200 fix. But you want to know before you buy, not after. A clean Accord V6 with documented transmission services and a timing belt on record is one of the most reliable purchases you can make under $8,000. Full stop. But here is where it gets interesting. Car number 3 is the one mechanics argue about at 11 at night when the shop is closed and nobody is listening. And the argument is always the same. Why does nobody buy this car? Car number 3. Toyota Camry 4-cylinder, 2007 to 2011. And I am going to tell you something that mechanics rarely say out loud. When a mechanic needs a car for their teenager, for their kid who is going to drive it hard, service it never, and park it badly for 4 years, there is one car that comes up in that conversation more than any other. It is not a Honda. It is not a Subaru. It is a Toyota Camry 4-cylinder. Every single time. Not the V6. The 4-cylinder. Specifically the 2007 to 2011 generation with the 2AR-FE engine. And the reason is simple enough that it barely needs explaining. Timing chain. Not a belt. Port fuel injection. No carbon buildup choking the intake valves at 80,000 miles. No variable displacement. No cylinder deactivation quietly grenading itself while the owner drives blissfully unaware. Just a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that was designed with one purpose: to run forever without asking for anything back. A mechanic I have known for 12 years bought one for his daughter at 180,000 miles. She drove it to 340,000 miles. In that entire stretch there was not one unplanned repair. Not one tow. Not one phone call from the side of a motorway. Now here is the number that should genuinely anger you. A same-year Audi A4 with 80,000 miles averages $3,200 per year in repair costs. That is RepairPal data. Not my opinion. The Toyota Camry from the same period averages $388 per year. Same roads. Same weather. Completely different financial reality. Before you buy one, there is one thing to check. And it only applies to the 2007 and 2008 models. The early 2AR-FE engines had a known oil consumption issue from the factory. Here is how you test it in 3 minutes. Pull the dipstick, note the level, drive it hard for 15 minutes, pull the dipstick again. If the level has dropped visibly in that short a time, the piston rings are worn and you should keep walking. The 2009 to 2011 models had revised rings from the factory and the issue is essentially gone. If you can find a 2009 or later with clean service records, buy it without hesitation. Under $9,000. Proven to 300,000 miles. The car mechanics quietly buy for the people they love most. Now we are getting into the cars that made me make this video. Number 2 is one I personally own. And I am going to tell you exactly what I paid. And exactly what it has cost me since. Car number 2. Mazda 6 2.5, 2014 to 2017. And this one is personal. I do not recommend cars I have not lived with. I do not tell you something will last if I have not watched it last. So when I put the Mazda 6 at number 2 on this list, I want you to understand exactly where that comes from. I bought mine in 2019. A 2015 Mazda 6 2.5 liter. 74,000 miles on the clock. $8,400 out of my pocket. The previous owner had serviced it regularly, kept receipts, and sold it because he wanted something bigger. I drove it home and started paying attention. It currently has 161,000 miles on it. In that entire time, beyond oil changes, filters, tires, and brake pads, the consumables every car needs, I have spent $340. One water pump. That is the complete list. Nothing else has been asked of me. The engine is the Skyactiv G 2.5. It is the last naturally aspirated engine Mazda built before the turbocharged era took over their lineup. No direct injection carbon buildup problems on this generation. Mazda used a port and direct injection combination that keeps the intake valves clean. Timing chain. Runs on regular fuel. Makes 184 horsepower in a car that weighs 3,300 pounds. It does not sound dramatic. It does not need to be. Now here is the comparison that puts it in perspective. The average BMW 3 Series owner at the same mileage, 160,000 miles, has spent $6,800 in unplanned repairs. That is not my estimate. That is RepairPal data, pulled from hundreds of thousands of real repair orders across the United States and the UK. $6,800 versus $340 on cars that cost roughly the same to buy used. That gap is not an accident. That is the difference between an engine built for longevity and an engine built for a brochure. Before you buy a Mazda 6, there is one thing to listen for. On cold starts. Especially in winter. Some Skyactiv engines produce a faint timing chain rattle in the first 5 to 10 seconds after startup. A brief, quiet tick that disappears completely once oil pressure builds. That is normal. That is not a problem. What you do not want is a rattle that continues past 15 seconds or gets louder as the engine warms up. That means the chain tensioner is worn and you are looking at a repair. Start the car cold, stand at the front, and just listen for 30 seconds before you do anything else. That one check will tell you everything you need to know. A clean Mazda 6 2.5 under $10,000 is one of the most undervalued cars in the used market right now. I own one. I trust it completely. And it has earned that trust 87,000 miles at a time. I told you I would save the best for number 1. This next car has been called overrated, underpowered, boring. Every single person who said that has never looked under the hood, or looked at what its owners are actually spending to keep it on the road. Car number 1, the Volvo S60 or V70. 2005 to 2009, and I need you to stay with me for a moment. Because your first reaction is going to be wrong. Volvo. I can already hear it. Too expensive to fix. Parts take 3 weeks to arrive. Only owned by people who wear scarves indoors and buy organic coffee. I have heard every version of that argument. And every single one of it falls apart the moment you look at the actual data instead of the reputation. The car is the Volvo S60 or V70. 2005 to 2009. With the B5254 T4 inline 5-cylinder engine and the AW55-50 or AW55-51 5-speed automatic transmission. This specific combination, this engine paired with this gearbox, is one of the most quietly proven powertrains of the entire 2000s. And right now you can find clean examples for under $6,000. Sometimes well under. Here is what changed my mind permanently on this car. A retired schoolteacher in Minnesota bought a 2006 V70 at 140,000 miles. She paid $4,800. I know this story because her son is a customer of mine and he called me before she bought it. Asked me what to look for. I told him. She bought it. That was 4 years ago. She is currently at 298,000 miles. In that entire distance, the only unplanned spend was a clutch pack replacement at 220,000 miles. One repair. On a nearly 300,000-mile car. That is not luck. That is an engine that was over-engineered for a market that expected Volvos to last. And delivered exactly that. Now here is the part that destroys the expensive-to-fix myth completely. The B5254 T4 shares a significant portion of its supplier network with Ford and Jaguar from the same era. That means parts are not rare. They are not imported from a single warehouse in Gothenburg. They are available at most major part suppliers across the US and UK, often at the same price as equivalent Honda or Toyota components. And if you want specialist support, IPD, the leading Volvo aftermarket supplier, ships anywhere in the United States and the United Kingdom, usually within 2 days. The support network for this car is stronger than most people buying a BMW will ever experience. What you are actually getting for under $6,000 is a heated leather interior, dual-zone climate control, a 5-star safety rating that still holds up by modern standards, and an inline 5-cylinder engine that has a known, documented history of crossing 300,000 miles on original internals when maintained properly. Before you buy one, run 3 checks and run them carefully. First, look at the coolant expansion tank. It is a known weak point on this generation. The tank itself develops hairline cracks and weeps coolant slowly. The part costs $40. The labor is 40 minutes. If it has not been replaced and you can see staining around the tank, factor $80 into your offer and move on. It is not a reason to walk away. Second, pull the transmission dipstick and check the fluid color. Clean red means it has been serviced. Brown or burnt means the previous owner ignored it, and you should too. Ignore the car, that is. Third, push down hard on each front corner of the bumper and listen for any clunking from the front control arm bushings. Worn bushings are a $400 fix and a very common wear item on these cars at higher mileage. If all 3 of those checks come back clean, you have not just found a used car. You have found a gold mine that the market has completely mispriced. The people who skipped to this section missed 4 cars that would have changed how they shop forever. But now you know all 5. And that changes everything about how you walk onto a lot. 5 cars. Let me make this fast. Lexus ES300 or ES330. Under $7,000. A luxury sedan with a proven V6 that dealers cannot give away because nobody recognizes what it is. Honda Accord V6. Under $8,000. The car that ran American fleets past 300,000 miles while the industry pretended it did not exist. Toyota Camry 4-cylinder. Under $9,000. The car mechanics quietly buy for the people they love most. Mazda 6 2.5. Under $10,000. 87,000 miles. $340 in repairs. I own it. I stand behind it completely. Volvo S60 or V70. Often under $6,000. The most mispriced car in the used market right now. Full stop. You now know what most people walking into that dealership will never know. And that is exactly why they will spend $40,000 on a car that needs a new engine at 90,000 miles. You will not. Because you watched this instead. If this video just saved you money, or if it is about to, hit subscribe. 1 video a week. Every single one built around one goal. Keeping thousands of dollars in your pocket instead of a dealership's service department. And next week I am covering the 5 cars that look reliable on the surface but will quietly destroy your bank account before 60,000 miles. You will want to watch that one before you buy anything. I will see you there.